Hello, I am Mal, and I'm back here with my buddy Sabouts for some more Master of Orion with the 5X Ultimate Balance mod in a series that we like to call Impossible Bromance. Hello, El Capitan Sabouts. Hello.
Well, hello, Magnificent Mal. It's about time. People are probably wondering, where the heck did you guys go?
Where did you go? Well, we said we were going to do another series. It took us a little longer than we thought,
Yes,
right?
yes. Lots of planning.
So, yeah, lots of planning for this one. And just so you folks know, we are doing a lot of the things that you asked for from the last series. We were doing a larger galaxy the first time we played on this size map. We're going to use custom races, and we're actually using two unique mods. One is the 5X Ultimate Balance mod, and we're using actually a special version of that the developer built for us. It's just a slightly different version than the one that's available on the Steam Workshop. And then also we're using, what is it, no wormholes? Isn't that the other one we're using?
That is the no wormholes mod. We're getting rid of those pesky wormholes. We don't like them.
Yeah, well, it makes defensibility kind of tough. I just don't like them.
Yeah, it really doesn't add anything to the game other than, I don't know, just being annoying. It's not
annoying.
Really, yeah, it's not like a special feature that makes or breaks the game. It's just obnoxious, if anything.
Exactly, I agree. All right, so here's what we're going to do, folks. We're going to, in this, what we call Episode 0, we're going to go over the game settings, we're going to show you how we're building our custom races, and then we're going to jump in and basically just do turn 1 of the new series. And then Episode 1 will also release alongside this episode. So if you just want to jump straight into gameplay, then look in the playlist and go to Episode 1. If you want all the details, then just stay right here with us. Okay, so game settings. We're going to do circle, galaxy type, large size this time so that we can have a little bit more space. We're doing average galaxy age. We're doing high density, so as many planets as possible per system. Starting age is post-warp. Now, we get a lot of questions about why we do post-warp, and the reason is because especially when you're playing on a higher difficulty level, like in this case, impossible, you really need that extra time to make important decisions early on. And if you play on a different tech level starting age, you lose the opportunity to make those decisions. So it's kind of, if you want to play on a higher difficulty level, in my opinion, and Sabouts' opinion, you really probably want to start with post-warp. We're doing 5 AI opponents, and we'll talk a little bit about what we've chosen and specifically what we haven't chosen here towards the end of this video. Here's the Big Bang seed number if you want to play along with us, 35096. And then, let's see, the advanced settings. Hey, El Capitan, you mind handling that?
Absolutely. I'll take it over from here. We got the turn timer set to off. Just decided to completely leave that out of the mix. We don't want to have any issues where we're discussing tactics and the game just pushes us forward. Random events we've kept on. Pirates we've got on. We left them off last time. This time we've decided to turn them on because our good friend Spud Dastardly, the developer, changed a few things with the pirates. It should have made them a little bit more tolerable so that way we're not getting like mid-game pirates coming through and annoying us. So those pirates should actually end up pretty much deactivating themselves earlier on in the game. We left monsters on because monsters are always fantastic. Minor civilizations off. You guys know how we feel about those. They're completely worthless. Kept them off. Allowing racial traits on. Balanced starting conditions are on. Timeline is going to be disabled for this one. Basically, let's see, we've got the timeline disabled. We've got, which one's that actually? I don't think I know what the timeline is now that I look at it.
Oh, that's the autosave. We never reload anything.
That's right.
And we never fall back. So
that's right.
Timeline is like a safety net. I've never used it, so we just disabled it.
Yeah, just keep it off. For research speed, we went very slow this time. Both of us are in agreement that the best thing about these games is the actual significance in teching up. And when a game just flies through the tech tree, completely just takes that kind of magical moment away from acquiring a new and exciting tech. So we want to put that on very slow. That way every single tech that you earn feels like it's its own little achievement. I think it's going to add a lot of character to the game. For the production speed, though, we're still going to keep that fast and population growth fast, because even though we want research to go slow, we don't want the game to last 1,000 episodes. So that's going to balance us out there. For victory types, we went ahead and bumped those max turns up to 1,500. We decided after much talking back and forth that we kind of want to be a little bit more in control of when the game ends. I think it's safe to say we're going to know whether or not we're going to lose or win And the last thing we want is to be halfway through a war and it looks like maybe we can pull something out and one of the AI just spontaneously gets an economic victory. I think, that's actually for the victory types. Yeah, let's talk about the victory types.
But you're right. Yeah, it ties right in. It's like the clock runs out on us, and we don't want that to happen.
Exactly, yeah, because, if the clock runs out and the AI with the highest points wins, it's going to be pretty upsetting if we knew we could have actually won that war and maybe even won the game. And then that's where we roll into the advanced settings. We turned them all off except for the Interin and then the just the points-based. Basically the conquest based, because again, we don't want one of the AI, you've got your AI that have economic booms and diplomatic booms, and we don't want them just going through and ending the game at a point where we honestly think that maybe we could have won something. It's just not the way we want to do it. We already know the AI gets massive boosts to their research, massive boosts to their economy, and so obviously they're just going to way outpace us. The whole point is to try to outmaneuver the AI and kind of beat them in their own game regardless of their stat boost. So we think that kind of takes out that artificial feeling there. Ready for some custom races?
But to your point, it just makes it feel like it's a little, it's impossible difficulty, but it's like impossible difficulty with like a little tiny glint of light at the end of the tunnel. Like maybe, just maybe we could pull it off.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Let's go into custom races, and I'll follow you, and then we can do mine. Okay.
Sounds good. So let's jump into mine then. So I'm gonna go with the Derelict for my race genetics. Think they're pretty cool looking.
They are.
Leader name, I'm gonna put my name because why not? For the actual traits I took, I've got a lot of them here. I decided to just completely go all out because for science.
You're going whole ham?
I'm going whole ham on it? Whole ham, not even half. Whole ham.
All right, so what are you grabbing?
Yeah, so we're going to start with a production boost there. Production from population, we're going for the plus 50%.
Okay.
And then to kind of counter that, let's see. So plus 50% on that. We're taking a pop growth minus 20% on the pop growth.
Now, I know right now people are going to be like, oh my god, what are you doing to negative population growth? He knows exactly what he's doing, people. Just watch it play out. There'll be plenty of tech to compensate for that.
Exactly, and I'm not too worried about the pop growth taking the minus 20% because the Meklar had a pop growth.
And you managed it just fine.
Exactly, so let's see, what else do I got on this list here? So research from population going for the plus 60%.
Okay.
On that. And then we're rolling over to taking some more negatives. Ground combat, we're taking a minus 30%. And then we're going to roll over to security, minus 20%. Mainly doing those two because ground combat, I'm just going to blow planets up from space for the most part. And then for the actual security, I feel like the spies from the impossible AI are going to crush me regardless of what my security is, so I just don't care. And
might I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Because it just hit me. Instead of taking a minus to security, because if you train spies and you have them on counterintelligence spread out all over the place, then you have a decent chance of stopping the enemy. Okay.
Okay.
If you're not going to mess with actively doing missions against the enemy, right? So just counterintelligence, which is what I think we're both pretty much going to do because offensive spying seems pointless, which was what you were saying.
Definitely does.
Right? Instead of taking a negative to your security, why not take a negative to mission risk for minus 20%? Because it's also 2 points. And just take that instead.
Well, I think that's actually, it looks like it's 2 points added. Or 2 points. It costs 2 points.
Oh, I thought there was a it's reduction of risk. Okay, well then I'm a derp and you continue.
I just know. No, you're right. I just noticed that. I thought it was your mission risk is
I
worse.
thought it was I thought it was going to be worse, but what it's saying is that it's going to make it easier. Okay.
I just noticed that when you brought it up though.
Okay, so your sound plan was sound. And my suggestion was pointless. So you proceed, El Capitan.
Okay.
My apologies.
No, you're
my
good.
Apologies.
So moving on, then I'm going to take a minus 10% to morale.
Okay.
Because I think that's honestly easily countered come like mid-early game, like the late early game into the mid game. Morale kind of seems to counter itself. especially with leaders. And then we're doing starting technology Stargate.
Okay.
And then we're going to do let's see, make sure I got this. We're going to do command points plus 40%.
Okay.
And then go with a Gaia homeworld, because why not? I think that'll be kind of cool. And that puts me at 0. So pretty
you've got,
bold build.
Yeah. This is a go big or go home build right here. And I know people are going to say stuff about the population growth. I know they're going to say stuff about the morale, but I agree with you. I think that those are absolutely manageable. And for Stargate, because I'm going to take that as well. So this is a tech that was added by the 5X Ultimate Balance Mod creator, Spud Dastardly. And as I understand it, and neither one of us have used it yet, but as I understand it, that Jumpgate Tech, which comes from Gravitech Fields about midway through the tech tree, that allows you to, over a warp point, allows you to build a gate, and then you can travel quickly from gate to gate. This is a ground-based or a planet-based version of the same tech, and you get it right off the bat. Now, how much it costs to build, how long it'll take to build, all those things, we'll all discover that together. But I think it's pretty compelling, and we both wanted to check it out. And if it works the way we think it's going to work, I think it's going to help us out a whole lot.
Oh, yeah. It'll give us that really early boost, and I think it's definitely worth the points if it is what we think it is.
If it is what we think it is. Okay, so I'm going to reset this, and I'm going to build mine now.
All right. I'll go ahead and reset mine.
I'm kind of a wimp. I didn't go as risky as you. Because I'm not brave enough. But for leader name, I am going to be, because I'm playing a custom Klakon, and I'm going to be Malrocha is going to be my leader name.
Nice.
Because, come on, giant cockroaches.
Yeah,
right?
Much more creative than mine.
So, well, all you have to do to make yours right, because you're such a cool guy, that the all you have to do to fix it is just add Zor. Because if you add ZOR to anything, it basically just amplifies it. So you should be Sabouts Zor.
I just did that.
And then you'd be good to go.
Sabouts Zor.
Okay, so I'm going to go with Stargate, which we mentioned before.
Yep.
For 2 points. And then I'm going to grab, let's see here. I'm going to grab plus 30% research. I'm going to get... let's see. Oh, I've got to take some negatives here. What was I taking? Ground combat. Yep. I'm taking minus 30% to ground combat. I'm also taking... I was debating the whole minus 20 to security as well. I'll come back to that in a second. I'm going to grab the production bonus plus 60. Did I just screw that up? I think I did. There we go. Plus 60. There we go. Or plus 50, excuse me. So I've got 30% research from population. I've got plus 50% production from population. And I have Stargate Tech. And here's what I'm playing with in terms of what else do I want. I was strongly considering to get some command points. I was thinking about taking that minus 20% to security, like you did, to buy the extra command points. My only concern about doing that is not so much sabotaging or them stealing, it's destabilization is my only concern. But if we're going to be allied and they're going to be destabilizing you anyway, which means everybody's going to be pissed off at us, I might as well, right?
Yeah, you could take that and, I mean, just build a lot of spies. It might balance itself out, potentially.
Or grab some more spying tech earlier than I normally would.
Possible, yeah. I know that last time we played, I mean, destabilization and whatnot, but it seemed like for the 2 points, it seems like it really counters itself, because you're talking, you take the minus 20% security, but then you're getting 40% more command points. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, 40% command points is huge.
Yeah, and that folds over itself. So, I mean, that's almost 50. That's almost half more command points than what you would have.
Yeah, I think I'm going with that. Okay, so that's my build then. It's a little bit more conservative than yours, but so plus 50% production from population, plus 30% research, plus 40% to command points, and then I'm doing minus to ground combat and minus to security. Perfect. Yep, that's me.
Awesome. Right. There we go. So that's you. I got to set mine back up real quick.
I'm going to set yours back up. Okay.
And
I'm excited about this. I think this is going to be really cool.
oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad that I'm kind of excited to try out this risky build and see what happens.
I think you're on the right track. I think it has the potential to do really well, actually. We'll just have to see how it plays out in the mid game.
Exactly. It's possible. We're definitely going to find out. That's for sure.
So while Sabouts is finishing up that, I'll talk a little bit about the AI. So we have the humans, the Illyrians, the Bolrathi, and the Trilarians. Now, the reason we have these 5 selected instead of them all being random is because we wanted to have a decent mix of who was in the game, and in terms of quote-unquote runaway AIs, ones that tend to just sort of break out of the gate and go crazy in terms of growth, we only wanted to have one runaway AI. We wanted the others to sort of be a known quantity that in theory we could keep boxed in. The Bolrathi a little bit still a concern, but we felt like overall that these were reasonable choices. But then to leave the threat, we've got one random slot, which means that's going to end up being the Meklar or the Sakra or the Terrans. It's going to be somebody nasty, or the Golems.
Ugh.
So it's going to be somebody nasty. So there's at least one AI runaway threat there. So hopefully that makes sense to folks. Okay, you all set, buddy?
I'm all set. You ready to ready up?
I am.
All right, ready.
Here we go. Let's hope that we're near each other, and let's hope that our starting systems don't suck.
Oh, God, the worst.
Well, you've got Gaia World, so at least you know you got a good home world.
That's a good point. Gaia worlds actually have a pretty big difference. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is.
Well, for growth it does, for sure.
Good. Well, that hopefully will offset my minus 20% growth.
Okay, I'm in the middle. I'm in Galactic Center, just to the right of Galactic Center. That's where I'm at.
Just to the right. Okay, I'm actually...
excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm like losing my mind. I'm just to the left of
just
Galactic
to the
Center.
left.
Galactic West.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's perfect. I'm actually southwest.
Southwest. Okay, like on the outer edge? Or
Not completely outer. I'm a little in.
Okay. Are you... What star are you?
I'm a brown star.
Brown star.
Which is probably the only brown star around me, it looks like.
I don't even see a brown star. You said to the southwest?
To the southwest, a brown star. It's the only brown star in the area. If you go...
Oh, I found you.
Yep.
I found you.
Okay, perfect.
So you're like... If there's actual warp points, you're like 3 away? It's not bad at all, actually.
Good. That's good. The fact that we actually share borders, it's really more than we kind of did our last playthrough when you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, there could be an AI in between us, but I doubt it. I am the blue-white star just galactic west of the core. Like, the one right next to it.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Perfect.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and set BC to 4. And pull you off of research. Okay, so Stargate, system unique, generates a Jumpgate connection. It costs 80 to build, so it would take me 7 turns. That's pretty reasonable. That's cool. That's really cool, and it makes it ground-based. That's neat, right?
That's really cool.
I mean, I'm not going to build it now, obviously, because there's no point, but that's pretty badass.
Yeah, that's
okay, so
awesome.
Let's see.
Do you usually go for an early colony ship?
The very first thing I build is a colony ship.
Makes sense.
Always. Well, I don't want to say always. 90% of the time, that's what I go for first.
I'm going to definitely start going for that hydroponic farm since I've got the struggle with the population growth. I want to hurry up and try to cancel that out as quick as I can.
Yeah, I don't think I've got... Let me take a look. I don't have any other... Yeah, I don't even have any other tech, so it makes sense to just build a colony ship. And then for research... I'm always torn on this. It's like... Research lab first or automated factory?
Ooh.
I think I'm going to go for automated factory.
Yeah.
That's my first research.
That's a good idea.
Okay, folks. Well, this is all we were going to do in episode 0. So obviously, if you want to continue to watch the series, and we hope that you do, then just jump over to episode 1, and we will click over from turn 0 to turn 1 in that episode. And our plan is to release both of these at the same time so that you can get all the information and then hopefully decide to continue to join us. We're going to release these, what do we say, noon Eastern every day?
Noon Eastern.
Okay, so new episodes of Impossible Bromance Series 2 will release at 12 Eastern US time daily. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, he's Sabouts, I'm Mal, and we'll see you later.